Alright, hey guys. This will be similar to my LEC video, but I'll try to be more concise and make this shorter than over like 30 minutes. So let's get straight into it. I'll be ranking the LCS rosters. Also, I've realized that my mic has been sound really bad in all my videos, so I'm trying to get a new mic. I'm just using a headset mic, so it makes sense on why all the sound sounds really bad, so let's get into it. Also, I'm sorry for it. Yeah, and I'm a little sick, so I don't know. I'm just a little sick. Alright. A. B. S. B. C. D. Okay, cool. So this is what I'm going to be doing the criteria on. And let's go from left to right. So with our first roster will actually be Cloud9. Now, Cloud9 I think isn't as we look at the roster, they have Dignitas. Dignitas was a good top laner last year. He definitely he's been there for a year, longer than Loki, and he's a really good player. I wouldn't say one of the tops in the LCS. I would give that to, I think Fudge would beat him, Impact would beat him. Besides that, I think he's top 3. Blabber has shown some real inconsistency. I don't know. Every year I've watched him, I just don't think he's a good jungler. I'm sorry, Blabber. I'm gonna show a picture of Blabber and me. You know, as homies. Yeah, we live near each other. You know, just a flex. I think no one cares about that. But Blabber does not perform well. I don't know. He might be at his skill ceiling. He's reached his skill ceiling. And that's just really concerning because all the rosters are actually good, and he's not playing against some fodder low tier LCS team. Yeah, but Blabber is just not it. If you guys watched the playoffs game versus Shopify Rebellion and Cloud9, Blabber was low key making questionable plays. Remember, Shopify Rebellion had a jinx. Usually, you want to dive a jinx and make it go well. But, I don't know, he tried to dive, I think it was a full HP jinx. And then he just gave over 2 free kills, which kind of escalated the game from there. Then Cloud9 lost. Yeah, kind of embarrassing. Now, APA from Team Liquid is joining Cloud9. I'm pretty happy about this change. APA has had some struggles but he's still a really good player. He did place first at be first seed at Worlds 2023, I think, and they qualified for last stand. Although they didn't do that well, but APA is a good player. I'd say the Cloud9's gonna be perfectly fine, and Zed and Vulcan, they are not the best spot laner in the world in the LCS, but I would say they're still pretty good. So I think it just has to do with their coaching. I think the coaching is where it's going to carry, because Reaper, ever since he started stepping in, I don't know, Reaper hasn't really been delivering results, but that's due to the players not playing with his ideal. So it's definitely the player's fault. Now, we're going to see if the coach could change this. The new coach, Nero, I think now he's the head coach, yes. Okay. Now, for the next roster, we have Dignitas. There are 2 players. I'm making this video right because I'm about to go on a break, so I'm trying to get as much content out as possible on daily. And they only have 2 players. Might be UG, but I don't think this roster is going to go anywhere. Everyone hates this roster. I hate this roster. Do I really need to go on? I do like yknow and Photon. I watched them in the LEC and watched yknow in 2020 in the LCS. They played really fine, but yknow doesn't seem like a player that will be able to solo carry this team. Also, Photon doesn't seem like that either. Alright, disguise. Alright, this roster is completely new to me. So, Castle is re-signed with Disguise, and Castle is a really good player. Even though he's playing on bottom tier teams of Immortals and just Immortals, he's still a really good top laner. I think if teams kind of had a better roster with him, he would actually be a top team, like top player. People would see like the potential in him, but it's never happened. Castle is the only one from just. We watched him in the Challengers League. He did his job. He played perfectly fine. Not anything amazing, but it was all Dark Wigs or Rahel that kind of excelled at everything. Castle played fine. So D tier. I'm sorry. I think they're gonna be. Oh, no, I bet. Sorry, not D tier. Disguise. Sorry. I thought I was still talking about Disguise. Right. Dignitas. Cryo. I don't know anything about this guy. He definitely played in tier 2 of NACL, but him, Sahed, him and Syed I'd have nothing about, so I can't really base their performance. But everyone's calling Sahed the Danny 2.0 of the region, and I'm kind of excited about that because Danny was a prodigy in the making until he retired. So let's see how he goes. He is playing with Lucian a lot. And yeah, so yeah, okay. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Now, Call Me. He is joining from, I think, Kate Nongshan. So I assume, I mean, it's a Korean import. They'll do fine, and they'll probably bully the lane, but they're not going to be like Quid where they out-team fight. Lyon is the support that's also joining. I wasn't really impressed with Lyon's performance, but he was playing for Korean bot laner, which could be hard for communication issues. He's a good player. They made it to Worlds last year, the Worlds before that. They played fine. I think he's a good support, but not that great. I think he's like the bottom supports of the league. So with this team for Disguise, I think they're definitely better than Dignitas, but I don't see them beating the Sentinels at all. So I think they'll play fine. C tier, they'll play fine, but I don't think they're going to be any of the powerhouses. So next we have Flyquest. This team has had nearly all their rosters rebuilt. Quad and Master are the only ones staying. Quad and Master are really good. Domestically, they're good. Internationally, they're also good, but this year was just different at Worlds, so it's unlucky. But a lot of you guys have been telling me that even though it's a rebuild, I think this team has a lot of potential, and I agree with you. Gakkos, we saw one game with him against Viva Keith, and I was kind of impressed by it, but it was only 3 games, so I can't really gauge his full power. But I'm really excited for this roster. We have a lot of rookies: Gakkos, Gryffin, Cryogen. I don't think Gakkos is a rookie because he played last season, but we only saw him play 3 games. So, and Thinkcard was on Furia, and he took them to MSI, and he also was on the Energy, I think, or 100 Thieves roster of 2024. I'm not wrong, but yeah, I'm really excited for Gryffin. Gryffin was someone LS saw potential in, and he got into T1 Academies. T1 Academy, I think, is a tier 3 one, so it's really impressive. Cryogen is the only one I have no idea about. He is considered to be really good, but I don't know. I don't know how I would see this. But yeah, he is a young talent, so I'm really interested to see how this goes, because usually the jungle role and the support role have all the agency in calling shots, but since they're 2 rookies, I don't know if that's true. Now, I assume Quad's role is going to be like Caps, or like, oh, let's do this, but it's definitely different. So, and Bupo's in here, so yeah. Gakkos, really excited for. Gryffin, excited for. Quad and Masu, they have to perform well. I hope they can perform well without their teammates that help them throughout the year. And Cryogen, I'm really excited for. I think they'll be in the middle of the pack, because I don't think anyone's expecting them to win the league, but I don't think they're also expecting them to lose the league, so I'll just do that. Next, we have Lyon. Okay, this is a roster of all time. Now, we have Zamudo, who never played last year. It's so strange. Zamudo was on the roster, but I think it was because Zamudo had, it was, what's it called, visa issues? Because they had visa issues, he never played a single game. And so, I don't know how this guy's going to play. From what everyone's saying, they're hyping him up to be like a very good player, like a super player. Like, so I'm expecting a lot from Zamudo. Inspired is the surprise here. He went from Flyquest to Lyon. Yeah, that's really surprising considering, you know, he was on a top team, now he's on this like low tier team. Inspired might do well in this team, but I also have my I don't have Inspired might do well, but I also have my like Inspired might do well, but I just don't see it. This roster is not really what I was expecting, because I don't know if he's going to be able to communicate well with Saint and or Berserker. Berserker is coming back from the LCK after a disappointing, wow, that was a really disappointing DNF roster or team season. Yeah, they went like 3 to 18, 3 to something. It was horrible. It was actually disappointing a lot. So I guess he's coming back to get that paycheck, you know? Saint played fine. He's Korean. Played fine. Isles, this is the only player on this team that I do not like. Isles has never really impressed me. I've been watching him for 4 years. He was on Cloud9 for a little bit. Didn't play well. Dignitas, didn't play well. Other teams, didn't play well. You know, I think he was on Dignitas for like the entire time. But I just don't know. He never plays well. And I don't think him with Berserker is going to be good. Because Berserker deserves better. I feel like he deserves a better support if he wants to perform well. But Isles, I just can't get over this. So I'm going to step it up in B tier. They're, again, with Flyquest, they're expecting a lot. But I don't think this is going to be a clear winner. This might be like top 4, so high the Flyquest. Now, Sentinels has just completed their roster. I was surprised to hear the news that Impact was coming back. I thought Impact was going to take a break, a small break off, but apparently he's come back. Now, Impact's really good. Last split, or last season, was probably the worst we've ever seen Impact, which is kind of concerning, and I'm kind of sad about that. But he might bounce back. I don't know. I don't know if the age is getting him. He is 30, so I hope they play well. But they do have 4 Koreans actually. Impact, Hambak, Rahel, and Ruhuhi. They could just speak in Korean the entire time. They do have Darkwings too. Darkwings, I saw the Challengers promotion series, and he played really well. His Azir, I can only think of his Azir, but his Azir was really good. Hambak, I think he came from Bro, and I wasn't really impressed with his Bro roster. Wait. No. Hambak had a good year, I feel like. Because Bro beat a lot of people. I think they beat Genji and like a lot of teams, so I think this is a good jungler change. But him being a Korean definitely will cause some problems. Like, I'm saying that like that's going to be a problem, but no. Hambak, I think he'll do well. There might be some problems in the team since, this is his first year in the LCS, but yeah. Rahel Hui, amazing bot laner. Nothing else to say. Rahel excels on hyper carries. Hui excels on playmakers. Great. Golden Glue's also joining the team. Golden Glue was on 100 Thieves and did fine. Did fine. His drafts were fine. Sometimes they were bad, sometimes they were good. So yeah. Sentinels, I think, is also in B tier. I think we have higher expectations of Sentinels, but I think Lyon can beat it, so this is interchangeable. Let's move on to Shopify Rebellion. Shopify Rebellion, they've kept the entire roster besides dropping the mid laner of Palafox, which I'm really happy about. Palafox, I'm sorry, but that performance last season made me want to barf. So they got KT challengers, academy player, Zinni, to join the LCS for Shopify Rebellion next year. And I don't know much about him, but everyone's hyping him up to be this prodigy. And I just, I don't know. I feel like they're going to struggle a lot. Especially this team. None of this team can really communicate with him that well. I assume. Oh, sorry. I assume that this team's gonna struggle internally due to language barriers. So I'm gonna rate them a little lower. Still B tier. I think it's fine. You know, but yeah, nothing really else to say. Fudge is good. Contracts is good. On good days. When he's on bad days, oh, that's actually disgusting. B-Boy is really good. B-Boy is consistent. Seos is consistent enough that I will always put faith in him to perform well with B-Boy. B-Boy and Seos, they're like such a good bot laner. I love Seos. I might be a Seos fan. I also love B-Boy, except when he hints. When B-Boy hints, I may be so mad. But yeah, Sentinels. Now, Team Liquid is where the team's at. This is where the team. This is a team people think should win. If they don't win, I think everyone's gonna. No, it's an S tier. Automatic S. Higher than Cloud9. Everyone is thinking that Team Liquid should win, and they should. They have Morgan from Bro. You have to have given him an offer that's irresistible to get Morgan from Bro. Morgan was the icon of Bro. To take away their icon, I don't know what you guys did, but you guys had to have gave a lot of money to him. Next is Jose Diodo. I think this Jose Diodo might be the weak link of the team. He hasn't played in the LCS in around 3 years, since 2022. So that really concerns me. Well, from what all the LATAM players, they say he's really good. But I need to see it first before I can have faith in this team. Now, I'm putting them in S because that's what they should do. I'm thinking Jose Diodo is some god, because I watched him back in 2020. He was fine. He played fine. His Lee Sin was kind of disgusting. Oh, yeah. Don't get this guy Lee Sin. Quid. Nothing else to say. Quid's just amazing. Best mid laner in the LCS. Kind of carried this year. Kind of carried last year. Kind of carried 2023. So, Quid is... I think Quid should be top 1. He'll outperform everyone. I just don't think there's anyone that can contest him in this region besides Quad. Now for bot lane. Jan and CoreJJ have resigned. And I haven't really found a lot of... I haven't really had faith in this bot lane team. Between Jan and CoreJJ, they're both good players, but I haven't seen much out of them that well. They're definitely good. They don't end. But they can't find advantages. If you guys watch the games, I never see Jan or CoreJJ get advantages in their lane. It's just always going even, which is good, but it's not anything flashy, which is something I'm expecting. But good team. So this is what I think it is. It's not really informative today. I'm a little sick, so this video will probably cut down to like 10-15 minutes.